Look for Sleeping Beauty. I can't remember the name of the song. Like,
I never saw
Happy Together by the Church.
That's interesting idea.
Oh.
So kind of want to go with the Disney song theme for Kingdom Hearts, but that's a good idea.
you could sing Simple and Clean, or part of it.
Oh, well, I already did that,
Yeah,
so
I
that
know,
would
but
be a
like
good
people,
reprise.
Hey, Zoover. I think the Titanic's not a Disney song.
Who's... what emoticon is that face? What is that?
Is that Garbage Day guy?
That is
Stock
hilarious.
footage head? Circa 1950s
I've seen that before, and
instructional
I
video.
never know.
I don't know.
Oh, the theme to Titanic would be good.
But that's not Disney.
I know, but it's still so good. I might want to do that as a little flavor. But well, I guess with Simple and Clean.
You have to hit the corresponding
It's Kappa.
number.
That doesn't look like a Kappa. I don't know who the Kappa is.
The only bad problem is every lyric site is horrible. Like
Yeah.
every time, everybody knows. Anytime you go up to look up the lyrics for a site, like 15 pop-up ads pop in your face, and you can't like exit out of anything.
See, no, what we were doing was we were pulling up YouTube videos with the music and the lyrics on
Well, it'd
it.
have to be instrumental because Snake doesn't really sing. He just kind of talks.
That's true. He does kind of talk.
The point of it is
Yeah.
You can't really make that voice sing.
Yeah, it
It's
turns
not
into
really a
spoken
singing
word every
voice.
time he does this.
It's not really a singing voice, really. It's the way you got to do the voice. It really doesn't work.
How'd the arm wrestling match go? I won.
You totally won.
I won.
Totally decimated me.
Alright, so do
So
you
when
just-
you walk away, you don't hear me say, "Oh baby, don't say please. Oh baby, don't go." Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. You're giving me too many things. Lately, you're all I need. You smiled at me and said, "Don't get me wrong, I love you. But does that mean I have to meet your father?
Yes.
When we are older, you'll understand.
No.
What I mean when I said no, I don't think life is quite that simple." When you walk away, I love picturing this as like him saying in a codec to like Otakon and Meryl
And
or
Otakon
Campbell
is-
or something like that.
And Otakon is just mortified on the other end.
When
Like,
you walk
what is wrong with
away,
you?
you don't hear me say, "Please, oh baby, don't go." Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Okay, there's a little flavor of what you can get.
See? So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. He's gonna sing that song from Little Mermaid, "Part of Your World," in Steak Boys. If you guys donate, we get
Might
you
sing the whole song,
4,800.
or recite the whole song.
Yeah, recite the whole song.
Otakon too cracks me up.
Ugh,
Just faces.
bizarre. See,
You just double
he just-
died.
You almost broke it.
Oh man, I gotta go to bed.
Okay, it's still the same comment from before. Let me see what the Chippin says on this.
Oh, how did you get the
Whoa, what the?
word on
Don't
it?
worry,
I'm sorry, Wulong Kung Fu, but I am actually a girl. Sorry to disappoint.
Faces.
Okay, hopefully
By the way, this is our obligatory Ice Level Day thing. We've got remixes done by awesome artists.
Don't change.
Link to the
your deck
remixes, promote them,
spawn. No, I
and we also got wallpapers. It's going for each of the 25 days up until Christmas.
Music keyboard.
That's right.
And on Christmas too, even maybe.
Yeah.
Are you going to update on Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's celebrating the obligatory Ice Level Days that are in every almost every game.
try
And
keeping
awesome
the sled
wallpapers.
stock
Good
at
for
all
that.
times in case he needs to break one of the Malop's sleds. That's what's next.
Yay! And you can tweet. You see, people think that if you talk
Keeping
about the
sled
marathon two
stock
sites
at
and
all
things like
times
that,
in case he needs to break one
forums
of
will
the
say, "Oh, you're spamming
sleds.
about your little video game."
It's
marathon
true,
thing."
yeah.
But if you go to a forum and say, "Hey, there's a video game themed holiday
Right.
going on right now," then and link them to the Speed Gamers, they're gonna see this marathon and they'll say, "Ooh, look at that." Can you guys? I used to make paper snowflakes quite a bit. There's not a whole lot of paper here, so I can't really do it now. But
Yeah. I could try that, but
It's not the best option.
It says I'm making a stock slight Akiraga.
yeah.
Oh, hey, it's that annoying. It's that annoying Eddie Murphy dragon. Awesome.
Mushu. Yeah, there was one time one of my friends went over to or he went over to like this comic shop and this guy had like his dog there.
Yep.
The guy who owned the shop had his dog was just walking around,
Mhm.
and Mulan was on one of the TVs that was playing there, and Mushu is on the screen and he goes, "Yeah, Mushu, like that's the dog's name," and my friend, "Oh," and the guy says, "Yeah, it means dragon." It's like, It's not Chinese for dragon.
Zero
Mushu chicken is a food, actually. Long and Loong are dragon.
Yeah.
Using Google for probably less than a minute would have told you that.
Yeah.
But no, I saw the dragon. His name was Mushu in the Disney cartoon. That must mean dragon.
Ooh. We got some singing. Awesome.
Rob's gone bonkers wacky. What is this collection of footage, people?
That's hilarious. Bye, Zedon.
The emptiness will shatter your heart.
You know what screams threatening to me? Pink hair. Pink hair
Nothingness.
and flying rose
What does
petals.
that look like? I'm just trying to think. It looks like some sort of celebrity.
He looks like a soap from Bed Bath & Beyond is what he looks like.
Yeah. That's a she, actually, I think.
No, it's a he.
It's
Is
a
it
he.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Alright. Hard to tell.
He's of the anime gender.
They all look alike to me, whatever that is.
Whatever.
I
Flying
don't know if that's racist,
plant,
but
plant,
whatever.
knight, beast, monster leg
Yeah.
person. They all look alike.
Anime person.
Yeah, they all look alike.
Away. Away.
Ooh. Excuse me. She's a he, he's a she.
It was supposed to be a girl, but Nomura changed at the last minute. You know what?
How does that not surprise me?
I like how he changed the gender and was just like, I'm not even gonna mess with the... He just like
Yeah.
erased part of the chest and drew a straight line
That's the nice thing
down.
with anime. All you just have to say is if it, instead of a girl saying it's a guy, and you can't really tell the difference most of the time. Oh, it's about the same.
Good enough.
The gender bender.
Gender bending, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's
Oh,
computers
Rob,
everywhere.
in the game.
Get in the game, dude.
Your heart shall be judged.
Oh, come on, you people. You need to donate. You need to donate.
They're getting blinded.
Your heart shall be
By the light.
Not letting start.
Wrapped up like a deuce, another rumor of the night. Blinded by the light.
I guess I could
shall be judged.
start dancing a little
What's
bit
wrong
too.
with Blinded by the Light? It's a great song. The man, what's the name of that band? No, that's well, they did a cover of it, but the original is I think Manfred Mann's Earth Band or something like that. Some hippie sounding band, some hippie sounding band.
Do you want to scream?
That's where the fun is. Blinded by the light. I got it on my phone. Let me look up that band. Manfred Mann. Did he
You've
cover
been,
it? Or-
you've been singing random
I think
music.
Manfred Mann was the original. Maybe.
No good.
No one is
Start
interested.
dancing a bit.
The darkness. Away.
Is he originally from Bruce? I don't know if that's true.
Is there some reason none of you are donating? Very upset with
We
all
did
of you.
donate. I took the donations on chip in here too.
Donate or I'll die.
Donate or Rob will
I
die.
already gave everybody a taste of what it would be like to do
Exactly,
Sleepless.
and
I don't want to do that too much. I don't want
Yeah.
to overexert this
Yeah,
voice.
yeah, exactly. And you're gonna get more of that if you donate.
Let's watch Rob try and beat this. Try and beat
Rob-
this dude.
No. Was it really a bear? No. Later today I will be arm wrestling stop dropping bear, but she's sleeping right now. So
No good.
whatever. And then I won. You forgot that part where I won. Part where I totally won. No fail. He failed. I won.
She
I
totally
won
did.
lots.
Totally
I won.
dominated me.
2 out of 3.
Okay.
How about a $20?
Well, if you already
$20
won.
donation. I'll do it again.
I
We'll
guess you already
rematch
have
if there's a
chance.
$20 donation.
Sure.
No good.
I totally won.
Delicious. Eat this thing.
Behold.
That's messed up. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, we've got stuff for donations.
Yeah.
We need to donate for it.
Yeah.
But until then, let's talk. We haven't talked in a while. Let's just talk.
We never talk
Send
anymore.
questions, send things. You know, if it's something we've already answered before, we won't get mad, will we?
No, but I
Will we,
really,
Jazz?
I really don't want to talk about
Some
my favorite
people don't
Pokemon
know.
anymore.
Yeah,
I
well,
really,
We get that question.
I love look. I love.
And now that you
Pokemon.
mention it, there's just going to be a flood of what's your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah, I love Pokemon to death, but we've exhausted that. We've taken that as far as I could possibly go.
Well, we get some good questions.
You
We
could
get some
write
things.
a
If it's something
wiki
we've answered a million
article
times, we'll talk about it. Talk about Dragon Ball Z. Actually, I would like to talk about that. I was all into Dragon Ball Z back before I knew any better. And let's be honest, even if you're a fan of the show, it's still a pretty ridiculous show that like goes on forever when it doesn't need to. But I will say this. Dragon Ball Z Kai actually looks pretty neat in that it edits it down to like something like you can just kind of watch. Like it's not a very deep, crazy show, but it's fun and crazy. But to get that without all the filler actually sounds pretty neat. So I haven't watched Kai yet. Okay, apparently it's crap. Okay, never mind. Thanks, Will.
Thanks.
But I don't know. It's I don't know if I'd buy it or anything if it's on TV. But I don't know. It's a neat idea to kind of re-edit a show that was kind of a lot of filler to make it good.
Yes.
So yeah, cool with that.
Full Metal Alchemist was better.
Yeah,
Full Metal Alchemist was good. I haven't watched Brotherhood yet. I really want to watch Brotherhood. Brotherhood looks awesome.
You see, my favorite.
I really like the original anime of. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. I really like the original anime of Full Metal Alchemist. I really like that because I like how it kind of go from comedy to action to dramatic. Like the endings episodes of that were nuts.
Best show ever.
Oh man, I need to catch up on season 5 and 6 of The Office. I love The Office. I loved it. I love the British version for what it is, but when the new shows, like especially season 2 and 3 of the regular Office, I mean the American Office, really awesome. I love that show.
They're
so
all
much.
on Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I need to catch. That's where I'm going to catch up with. So, were you going to say something?
Was that all in one breath, or did you?
Maybe.
No, I was just gonna say that my favorite episode of Dragon Ball Z is when that one big buff guy throws fireballs at the other big buff guy.
That was a good
and
one.
Kind of scream for a long time. Oh, and then they have a fighting tournament.
The fighting tournament one. I like the series with the fighting tournament.
Dragon Ball Z. How many Dragon Ball Z characters does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
One, but it might take a few episodes.
Exactly.
Well, I noticed Dragon Ball Z at least 78 times every episode a character will make this big.
Cell Tournaments was the best.
Different every single episode.
Cell was a pretty good villain, I thought.
My favorite Sierra game, man. I haven't played Sierra games in forever.
I like. Well, if we're gonna do jokes like that, I like the Sierra game where you die instantly from some
Yeah,
BS
right?
decision.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Where you die for trying to play the game. Where you're punished for actually trying to play the game.
Yeah, I know. I was never really that amazingly great at adventure games. Though. It's funny because I'll play adventure games because I want to read this. I like the story, but I still suck at playing them. So I'll walk through them. It just feels so cheap doing that. But especially the King's Quest, like the Sierra, some of the Sierra ones, stuff like
all
that.
of the Sierra ones.
Oh, they're just
by
so,
some you mean all.
But they're like the combinations of stuff you have to do are so BS. And then there's just ways you tap. It's I look in this cabinet. Oh, you die.
Yeah. Well, you know.
It's a game that actively hates you for playing it.
Well, no. What they figured that the best way to justify the cost of making the game was to make it as long and strenuous as possible to beat the game.
So you'd have to get a tip guy.
No. So that way, because if the logic was spend all this time and money making this game, but if the kid beats it in a week, then he's gonna feel cheated.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have to make another game for him to buy to keep money coming in.
Right.
So they figured, well, hey, what if it just takes 6 months to beat the game? Well, the best way to do that is to just unfairly kill you every 5 seconds.
Right.
So, but LucasArts took the opposite approach and said, no, people will be more satisfied by the game if they can win it. And
there you go. Right.
Yeah. So
I play WoW.
So someone keeps asking what the favorite zombie game is. So what zombie game?
Plants
vs.
tough.
Zombies.
Gee,
That's a toughie.
what zombie game have we played constantly? I don't
Oh,
know.
I
What is
know.
it called? It's something like
It would definitely be
Left for Alive.
Resident Evil Gaiden for the Game Boy Color. I think is my favorite.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
That's a really good one.
That's what I'm thinking of.
No, Left 4 Dead 2 definitely. I love the heck out of Left 4 Dead 2, especially with the versus mode and all that, and campaign mode is good.
I like how people are yes, I know the name of the game. I said, what's that game we've spent hundreds of hours playing? I think I might actually know the name of it.
Though it's got to be Left 4 Dead 2. I like Left 4 Dead. I don't hate it, but Left 4 Dead 2 is just so much. It's the game they should have put out at first. It's just so better designed and all this extra stuff. I think it's just way better.
Yeah.
I like Dead Rising.
I still haven't gotten to play
Dead Rising's
Dead
fine.
Rising.
I've not played Dead Rising 2. That's
If it
what
was
sucks.
out on Steam, I would so buy that.
The first Dead Rising?
Yeah.
Because Dead Rising 2 is out.
I know, but I need to play the first one. I need more Frank West in my life.
Yeah, Frank West is awesome.
Dead Rising. I love the stuff he says in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom because it's not like, oh, this is a poorly translated, stuff
Yeah.
that a Japanese voice actor who doesn't even know what he's saying. It's actually an American guy, but he's still like, that's hilarious. Haha, that's great.
Yeah.
Dead Rising. Oh my god.